Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Gene.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. So, on a day that has a fascinating numerical pattern, because it's July 16, 2024, so the digits keep going up by 4, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And did you find any fascinating patterns in the crossword?
Not numerical.
Ah, okay.
They pretty much just went, one after the other.
How about verbal? Any verbal fireworks?
Well, there were some interesting clues, I thought.
Good.
And certainly a different kind of theme.
Yes. Did it wake you up?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was awake when I did this.
Good. Mm-hmm. I just thought that the theme might have some caffeinated properties to it.
Well, a bit, yes. So, anyway, the theme revolved around 3 themed clues, the answers of which were 5-letter answers, and they were stacked on top of each other right in the middle of the puzzle. And then they were surrounded on 3 sides by black squares. And the first one was 37 across, which was variety number 1, popular in the South. And the answer to that was peach. And then 43 across, variety number 2, a major export of Sri Lanka. And the answer to that was pico. And number 46 across, variety number 3, named for a region in India, and that was Assam. And then there were 2 other clues, and of course those are different kinds of teas.
Right.
2 other clues, I guess the one at the right below that kind of maybe served as a saucer for the teacup that these 3 themed clues were in. 51 across was what someone might remark after drinking the blend at the heart of this puzzle. And that was not my cup of tea. And certainly if you blended those 3 teas, it would not be my cup of tea either. So I can't imagine that would taste very good. But then there was another clue at the top of the puzzle, 14 across, 1959 Marilyn Monroe film, or what can be said of the drink featured in today's puzzle. And that was Some Like It Hot, which is the way I like to drink tea. I like to drink it hot. So
I prefer iced tea myself, but...
So anyway, that was the theme. It was just kind of different. It wasn't like, a series of themed clues that fit together at the end, but it was kind of obvious how they fit together. And then there were a couple other clues that referred to tea.
I did like the grid, the fact that they used those squares to form a teacup with a saucer underneath it. And I liked that just above that, they had 5 black squares in a row and then one in the center beneath it, forming the letter T.
That's true.
So, yeah, very, very nice and interesting layout here. This was by Kelly Richardson, and it is a debut for her.
Oh, very good.
Yep. I thought I sort of started slowly for me, as often these crosswords do. Group of cards in hearts or bridge. The answer was a trick.
That's right.
But I don't play either of those, so that eluded me. And then one down, which I thought I would go to for help. Colored like saddle shoes. And the answer was two-tone.
That's right.
I have no idea what a two-tone shoe is, other than something that's colored like saddle shoes.
Well, saddle shoes, the toe and the heel are one color, and then kind of there's sort of like a saddle-like piece of leather where the ties are that kind of go over the ties and the tongue and the sides, and that's a different color.
I see.
And usually they are black and white. And when I was a little girl, I had to wear saddle shoes for many years. Don't ask me why, but my parents liked saddle shoes. And so, they were always black and white. And of course, the white would get black and scuffed, and then you'd have to polish them.
Would the black turn white?
No.
Okay.
The black usually held its own.
All right. And I think you've already answered my next question. Were cowboys involved? Apparently not.
No. The saddle was kind of just the middle of the shoe had, like a leather cover over it that was sort of shaped like a saddle.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the different, it was another color. But they made them pink and white, which I thought were awfully cute. But no, I'd always have to get black and white.
Darn. Right next to that, we had 11 down invariably, and the answer was as ever.
As ever, yes.
And that too sounds sort of old-timey.
Yes,
I just sort of thought, two-tone and as ever. And
So I'm thinking of how you would use that. I'm as happy as ever. So
I guess
I'm invariably happy.
I was thinking, well, could you sign a letter with that, like as ever yours, or maybe not?
Sure, you could.
Okay,
Invariably yours. Yeah.
And then we had 3 down. Store selling Smedstorp sofas, and just on the basis of the word Smedstorp, I guessed it had to be IKEA.
Oh, yes. And all those clues always have such unique furniture names. It's got to be IKEA.
Mm-hmm. I looked up Smedstorp because, of course, I was interested, and the ad copy reads, "For those who like soft shapes of the past." So we're sort of stuck in old time.
Soft shapes of the past.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I thought they were named after cities in Sweden.
They might be, but
maybe Smedstorp is a city that also means.
Well, they were saying they were talking about the sofa being sort of this like a soft shape of the past. Uh-huh. So it looked to me just like any other sofa.
Well, I got to take a look at it now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else was interesting. 11 across. Rise and shine. I was sure that was wake up, but it was awaken.
Yeah, awaken.
So that'd be if you were very formally telling someone to get up. Mm-hmm. Awaken.
Uh-huh.
I think most people would say wake up.
Right.
But again, we're in the old-timey part of the crossword here. In the top left corner, everything is 15th century and before, except maybe for the IKEA. I don't know.
The one that I did not know, I didn't answer all of them right away. I had to get some crosses to help me. But one I absolutely did not know was 30 across. Princess who helped Theseus escape the Minotaur. Mm-hmm. Ariadne. I did not know that.
For some reason, I'm reminded of a spider when I look at Ariadne. I think
it's close to arachnid.
I think spiders might be involved in that story.
Oh, really?
I originally thought Leia, but that's the only princess that I know.
Well, I knew it wasn't Kate.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So no, she was apparently a Cretan princess.
Okay.
The daughter of King Minos of Crete.
Okay.
So
very good.
Now you know.
Now I know. Mm-hmm. See, you always learn things when you do the crossword.
Exactly. 12 across, counts on. I immediately went relies.
Oh.
But it was trusts.
Yes. Oh. Well, as long as we're looking at old-timey words.
Yes.
Gift set for newborn, 62 across. Layette.
Never heard of that. Ever.
That's an old term, and I guess they still use it today, but that's a very old term.
Well, it's in the wrong part of the crossword. It's supposed to be in the top left with two-tone and as ever and IKEA.
I think there's plenty of old-timey clues all over this crossword.
I guess layette. So is it because you lay the baby down on it?
No, I have no idea where that word came from.
It's the worst misspelling of onesie ever. Well, I was temporarily natick there because Layette I did not know, and 53 down, many Caribbean islands. I'm like, in the Caribbean? I have no idea, and I only had 4 letters. It turned out it was K's.
That's right.
Spelled C-A-Y-S, and for the record can be pronounced either K's or keys.
Oh, really?
Yes. And there's another word, a key, spelled Q-U-A-Y, which is sort of like a wharf or a dock or something like that. That can only be pronounced as key, even though it's got that A in there and it's
really?
Yelling, pronounce me as K or Quay, but no, it's to be pronounced as key.
Yes.
So
interesting.
The English language, which I think that's maybe a part of, is fascinating.
Right. 36 down was also kind of an old-timey word, slowly whittled down. Winnowed.
Winnowed, yes.
Winnowed.
Did you get that right away?
No, of course not.
I didn't get...
I thought it might be winnowed, but
Really?
then I didn't think it fit. But it eventually it did. I had some wrong letters in there. So
40 down. Factor in a restaurant review was ambience.
Yes.
And I had the same thought about that. Is that going to start? So I just started writing the letters, and I got to the E, and I got to the bottom of the crossword. I'm like, huh. And that turned out to be correct.
yes.
So usually I don't get long answers like that without at least one cross to sort of help me out. 47 across. Central points. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went for, I guess I was emphasizing the word points, and I went for nubs.
Oh.
And so I had for 23 down, end of discussion. That's Tenet.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at that as I was trying to figure out what's going wrong in this crossword. And so it's like, what's that's Tenet? And then I realized that with a hub, it became that's that.
That's that.
Which made a lot more sense.
That's right.
And then I only had to figure out layette and keys or Ks.
Right. Very good.
28 down, pig of children's cartoons. I had to go for Porky,
Oh, no.
but it was Peppa.
It was Peppa. You got to come up to the next generation.
No, this is right next to two-tone. I'm sticking with Porky. We had fairly close to that. 30 down was major metals manufacturer, and I had ALC, and I thought, oh, it's Alcan, because there used to be a Canadian company called Alcan that made aluminum.
Really?
Yes.
I never heard of Alcan.
And I think there was a few people in the U.S. have, and I think it's been bought out by someone. Anyways, Alcoa is the correct answer, and definitely the bigger company.
Right. One what really surprised me was 20 across. London-based cosmetics giant, Avon. I did not know Avon was headquartered in London, and I did some research on it because I was just fascinated by that. But it did start in London, but then, of course, became really big in the United States and really all over the world now. They say Brazil is the biggest consumer of Avon products, but, it's odd because it's direct sell. It's not like you can go to the store and buy something
From Avon.
You got to have an Avon lady or Avon man come and sell it to you.
And it's based in Britain.
But it's based in London, yes.
Very cool.
But it has been bought out by another company, Natura, which owns the Body Shop, which is in the malls,
And where is that company based?
That's in South America. I think it's in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, they have traded, they have acquired other cosmetic companies, and then they have been acquired. Now that they're acquired by Natura, they're like the fourth largest company in the world.
And they're all owned by Procter & Gamble.
Maybe.
I think that's the way it works.
But they did move their headquarters like in the mid 2000s back to London.
Oh.
And but yeah, they're direct sell, all direct sell.
Well, thank you. I'll remember not to look for Avon products when I go shopping for
you
makeup
won't
next.
find them.
Okay.
You got to know somebody who sells them.
That would explain that. Let's see. 57 down was 3 for most disc golf holes, and the answer was par.
That's right.
Have you played disc golf?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm terrible at throwing frisbees.
So you'd get more than a 3 probably.
I would probably never get it
You'd get
into
infinity?
the basket. So no, I cannot throw a frisbee.
Okay.
I can do a lot of stuff, but I cannot
Yes, you can.
throw a frisbee. So.
All right, well, I'll keep that in mind. All right, well, I think that's it for the crossword.
Okay.
Again, this was a fine debut by Kelly Richardson.
Nice job, Kelly.
Well done, Kelly. I think it deserves 5 squares on the JAM CR scale.
I would say so.
All right, we are unanimous in this. And now it is Tuesday, which means it's time for Triplet Tuesday. And for new listeners, Triplet Tuesday is that segment of the podcast where one of us reads 3 clues to the other. The answer to all 3 clues, read in decreasing order of difficulty, is one 3-letter answer, and the object is to guess that answer in as few clues as possible. We do it 3 times, hence the name Triplet Tuesday.
You were so good at explaining that.
Thank you. It's the one time I'm literate. And I have the honor of posing the clues today.
That's right.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right. And listeners, if you want to, get ready to hit the pause button. So after I've read the clue, hit pause and see if you can suss it out before Jean does. And let us know how you did. Send us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. All right, here we go. Your first clue is thimble rig thing.
Thimble, what?
Thimble rig thing.
Thimble rig thing. I have absolutely no idea.
All right. Moving on to your second clue, low-tech projectile.
P.
Right.
Yes.
Nicely done. The third was sleep disruptor in a fairy tale.
Oh, yeah. That was fairly recent, I think, that clue. Maybe.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
Not thimble rig thing.
No.
That
What does that mean?
I don't know. It was a Saturday clue.
Oh.
I presume some thimble rig, there's got to be some reference. And give me 5/100ths of a second with Google and I'll let you know.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well done, listeners. We hope you did as well as Jean. And now on to set number 2 here. And when I blank my lips.
And when I blank my lips, and when I purse your lips, open your lips and close your lips, you can...
She's thinking it over, listeners.
I can't think of anything you can do with your lips that only has 3 letters.
All right.
So, sorry.
You're conceding? Okay.
I'm conceding.
All right. Moving right along. Not shut to Shelley.
Not shut. To Shelley. Ooped. Ope.
I'm sorry, could you pronounce that properly?
Oop.
Oh, is that a British accent you were
Yes.
attempting there? All right, well, the real Brits who are listening to this will probably want to have a word with you about that, but that is correct. It is ope.
Mm-hmm.
The last clue was not sealed,
No. I don't think I would have gotten that.
spelled SEAL''D.
Ope. That's a word they say up here in northern Wisconsin.
They say something is ope?
Oh, I can't remember what.
You're sure they aren't saying I hope things are all right?
Well, it's sort of a run on. It's they use it in as a common word, but it's sort of like they run 2 words together, and part of that is ope. So, I'll have to look that up, and I'll report on it tomorrow.
Yes, I would like
But
to.
they do say that ope. I hear them say that ope.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. All right. Last set of clues. Listeners, hope you're ready. Here we go. Gamma follower.
Gamma phi. I can't think what the next letter is after gamma.
Okay.
Gamma. What is the next letter? Oh, never mind.
2008 World Series athlete.
2008. I have no idea. No. I know it's not the Cub. Let's see. Red.
Nope.
No.
All right. Your last clue. Shaft of sunshine.
Ray.
Right.
Tampa Bay Ray. Okay.
So gamma ray.
Gamma ray. Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, nicely done. I was worried about ope, to be perfectly honest.
Those are all hard clues.
Yep. I was upping the ante here. Mm-hmm. But you got, low tech projectile. That was tricky.
Yeah,
Yep.
That one.
Sign of a genius at work. I am in awe, as usual.
Oh.
All right. Well, listeners, we hope you did well. Again, let us know how you did. crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. That is it for today. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of Wednesday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.